Hi, everybody. Thanks for checking in on your afternoon weather update. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher, and it's a beautiful day so far. After some morning dense fog this morning, just a few fair weather cumulus clouds. That's going to be about the extent of it. Now, we're going to stay relatively rain-free through the next several days, but there are some unknowns by the end of the week, and that's associated with Tropical Storm Debby that has formed in the Gulf of Mexico. And that storm system is going to be swinging its way up the southeastern coastline, but as it gets further to the north and northeast and we go further out in time, there are some unknowns on what Debbie's going to do. A couple models have it skirting right up the eastern seaboard and just zipping on out of here. Some models have it just kind of lingering across the southeastern coastline, but it is going to produce a lot of rain. So how much rainfall do we actually get out of this system by the end of the week? There's a lot of unknowns just based on the track of what Debbie does. But we do know is that it's going to produce copious amounts of rain down across the southeastern coastline. We're talking 10, 15, 20 plus inches of rainfall from Charleston to Myrtle Beach. So flooding, flash flooding is going to be a major concern there. By the end of the week, some of that moisture may start to creep our way up over the Appalachian Mountains. So we'll keep you posted on that. Forecast high temperatures today, a nice solid average August day. Highs will be in the upper 80s to near 90. Heat dew points will be in the 70s, so still muggy. But again, a typical day with heat index values pushing the upper 90s to low 100. So definitely a hot one. It's going to feel more like 96 degrees this afternoon. So therefore, the heat stress goes up just a little bit more here today because we're going to have quite a bit more sunshine. So if you're going to be working outside, something to keep in mind here this afternoon. Other than that, as we get into the evening hours, still feeling like 95 by 6, 83 by 8, but feeling like 88. And then we're down into the upper 70s by 10 o'clock tonight. As I mentioned, just a few fair weather cumulus clouds developing. That should be about the extent of it. So a typical August day ahead of us today, and we should stay rain-free. If we were to see anything at all, it'd be just due to the lift in the atmosphere with the northerly flow across the mountains of East Tennessee. So if you're going to be in the national park or whatnot, something to kind of keep in mind. That should be the extent of it today. So it's going to be a nice rain-free day for the most part around town. Rain chances are going to stay really much non-existent all the way through Wednesday. Then we'll elevate those rain chances based on the track of Debbie Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you'll need to check back in every once in a while, and you can do so easily with the East Tennessee weather app. You can see on the local view how we're just not going to see a whole lot of activity all the way through Thursday. Again, maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms in the mountains, but then that moisture really starts to creep on in as we get into our Friday and Saturday of this upcoming week. So by the end of the week, we'll look at more rain chances. Temperature-wise, not bad, actually. Behind a cold front that's going to help to steer Debbie, hopefully anyways, off the eastern seaboard, may bring us some cooler than average temperatures by next weekend. Other than that, we're going to stay in the 90s, so average to slightly above average. Dew points are going to stay in the 70s, but may drop into the 60s behind the cold front. That would give us a nice little fall feel if that takes place on Saturday. But our heat index values through the middle and latter part of the week still should be in the upper 90s to low 100s. So as I mentioned, just download the East Tennessee weather app. Check back in from time to time. If you're curious about the tropics, I'll keep you posted on that each and every day. And you can do so easily by just clicking on the daily forecast update. So search East TN Weather, all one word, from the App Store. All right, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. It's nice that we're finally rain-free. Your next weather update's coming up at 5 o'clock. We'll see you then.